Good evening and welcome to Scrapbooking with a Twist. Embellishment time, of course. I'm trying to do most of them. I may not do every single one, but I am trying to do most of the weekly embellishments on Ginger's Corner to get in my videos that I want to do. So this one, this one is a challenge. This is the picture, and it's cute, but I don't really think like you have to figure out the pieces. So I understand this piece, it's the ear. But if you wanted two ears like that, you'd have to cut it twice because there's only one of these ears, these big long ears. I'm not sure if it's a dog or a rabbit. I thought it was a rabbit, and then I got it and I thought it was a dog. I don't know for sure what it is. And then these two, I think, are the feet. I got those kind of figured out. So that leaves this is the other ear, and if you use it, it's way too short. So I just kind of went rogue, which, if you watch me, I do that on a regular basis. And then I never did figure out what this piece is for sure. I don't know what that piece is. Don't know where it goes. Don't know what it is. So I just don't know. See, I kind of thought this one went on that. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I just went rogue. So we're going to end up making it like this because I wanted it to be a puppy dog. We didn't get that little mask, that little muzzle. And so I just cut an extra one of whatever this is. I don't even know for sure. One of his feet, I think. And made him a little muzzle. So anyway, like I said, if you ordered this die and you're depending on me to show you how to put it together, you are tuned into the wrong spot because I don't know. So I'm just doing it. This is who was it that sang I did it my way? Well, I'm doing it. Frank Sinatra. I'm doing it my way. So I'm going to start with just doing some white gel pen on the hat and his little overalls. I'm telling you, over on Ginger's Corner, we make scraps, embellishments from scraps. I think Ginger would be proud of me. I will actually save this little piece because I like this little, it's almost like a denim or something, but I pretty well use that. This is, by the way, it is Fur Babies, and it goes up in a couple of weeks, I think. I think it goes live in a couple of weeks. So I'm just going to do some white gel pen inking here. It's getting late and I'm tired and my back hurts, so just kind of put up with me tonight if you would. I'd appreciate it. I'm just following actually the cut lines, and then I'm going to outline. This blue, I just like it outlined. It doesn't ink. I tried inking it in white and it just wasn't quite enough, so I'm just using my gel pen and doing some real loose outlining with it. Just very kind of what I would almost call sloppy. This little guy almost looks like a hip-hop, bebop, whatever. So we're not doing anything neat. We're going to smudge and do some things with him. Do the little top of his cap. And then there's a line here. There are lines actually cut that the die cut that I'm kind of following. And then I'm going to add some dots. Caps have those little dots sometimes. All right, so I've added the dots. I think that's about all. That was kind of sloppy right there, but it's all right. He looks cute regardless. So let's put that one. Then I'm going to do his little overalls. And like I said, just barely an outline, just so that you can kind of see the outline of his little cap and overalls instead of inking. I don't know about y'all, but tomorrow is the eclipse. I have my eclipse glasses. I'm all prepared. I've got 2 weeks before I leave on my cruise for 2 weeks. And I'm so excited. I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done before I allow myself to really work on, preparing for the cruise. I've done a little, but not much. And I'm getting so excited. I don't know if I've told you where we're going or what we're doing yet or not. I'm going to try to do a layout, and I may save telling you about it for that layout because layouts last longer. And then, like I said, there are lines that are cut in this that I'm just using to kind of fill this in, the little wrinkles in his little jeans. I think that'll do. Okay, and then there is some inking to do also. And I've already done his little pocket. Let's see, he needs some dots on his buttons. I've been piddling and about to where I can't even see. So this may be pretty sloppy. That's all right. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of things. This ear I didn't even use. I just went with the little short ears, so he looked more like a puppy dog. I mean, a rabbit is a fur baby too, but so I just took this one that I'm using for an ear, and I put it on this big ear that didn't have a mate to it as far as I could tell. And I just kind of cut it out, and then something kind of like that. And so it would fit up in under his cap. So there's that. And then there are his feet. And then this is a piece that cut along with this part of his ear. And I don't have a clue what it's supposed to be. I just don't know. So anyway, all right, while I'm doing this, I'm going to do the twist because I do have to ink a couple of little things. So the twist tonight comes from, I got to look at it. I forgot, John 10:10. And it says, "The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. I come in order that you might have life in all its fullness." I think we forget sometimes what the personality of Satan really is. And this scripture just literally tells us the personality and the goal of Satan and the personality and the goal of Jesus, God, Lord. Satan messed up. He rebelled against God. He wanted to be like God, and he rebelled against God. And as a result, he, got kicked out of heaven, and he's going to spend eternity in hell. And so his goal in life is to take as many of us with him. We are God's most precious creation. And so the best way for him to hurt God is to cause us to fall, to stumble, to sin, to rebel against God, not to accept Christ as our Savior, so that we go to hell with him, because God's desire is that none of his creation go to hell. And yet that's what Satan wants to happen to us. So on the other hand, that's what Satan wants. But on the other hand, Jesus came and paid the ultimate price so that we could be freed from all of that, and that we didn't have to fall victim to that. And he paid that price with his life on the cross. And so it's our choice. We have the choice to either follow Christ and live for him, or we can live a sinful life and reject him and then pay the consequence. So it's just our choice, and it's simple as that. He never forces us. He never imposes on us. He may convict us and try to draw us to him, and use our friends and family to help us come to him, but he never, ever forces himself on us. Okay, so let's see. Seems like I have an extra piece. Oh, there's that little muzzle, so I don't know that I need this. Oh no, this is my other ear. I have to really think about this. This is my other ear. All right. So I've got these all inked. And then we'll start trying to figure out where they go and how. And what order to do them in. That was even kind of a dilemma. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put his little overalls on. That sort of starts bringing him to life. You can see his little arms are like going into his pockets and everything. So I'm going to put his, let's see, I don't have all of the stuff done on his little overalls. I didn't do my gel pen, I think, is starting to run out. Okay, there, that should be good enough. All right, so let's put his little overalls on. Just a little, oh, I don't need all this. I don't need this white paper anymore. I just didn't want to run off on my mad with that gel pen. So here is our head and what little body we have. And now we have our overalls on. Yeah, if you bought this die, I don't know if mine was a piece short or I just didn't understand what it was doing, which is not unusual for me. Sometimes these dies kind of throw me for a loop. Okay, so there's that. Now, the hardest part to me is figuring out where to put everything here. It has this little piece. If you can see on this picture, it has this little piece that comes down like to his nose. And I didn't use it on this one. And I'm kind of tempted not to use it. I don't really think I like that. So I don't think I'm going to use that. I'm going to just barely glue this little cap on right in the middle, just so I know where I can put eyes and where the ears need to go. So there's this little cap. Now, his muzzle for his little nose, and like I said, they didn't have that, but I wanted him to have this little muzzle. So I'm going to put that on there. Get it? I just thought he was cuter with that. And it looks more like a dog instead of a rabbit with that. And I don't know for sure what he is. Didn't matter. He's going to be a dog for me. Okay, now we can kind of start figuring out where his ears need to go. So there can be one. And one over here. And then we can figure out where his eyes go. I've got his eyes over here, as they have to go above his little muzzle. And then we'll get his nose on there between his eyes. Just kind of get it all on there. Something kind of like that is what I want. So let's get a dot of glue for his eye. I'm having to watch the weather because we're right on the cusp of when it's going to be cold and warm. The weather, I live in North Texas, just by Fort Worth, and the weather in the places where we're going is just about what it is here. It's really just running about the same. So, you know, we have a cold day and then a hot day and then a cold day and a hot day. And so I figure it may be that way there too. So we've got 2 more weeks for it to warm up before I have to decide. It won't change the clothes that I'm going to take to wear on the ship, but it will affect the clothes that I take to wear in the ports. And we actually have 11 nights on the cruise. And we have a port every day. I don't like ship days. I've been on quite a few cruises, and I don't really like ship days. I've seen the ships. I know, I don't care. I don't want to go play and pay to play bingo. And I like to go to the pool, but I don't just lay around the pool for days at a time. And so when I'm going to be halfway around the world, I want to see things. I don't want to just lay around on the ship. And so I look for, if I do a cruise, I really prefer land tours, but if I do a cruise, I try to find one where we are not on the ship several days, where we have a port nearly every day, so I can actually do what I want to do, and that's see those places in the world. And we're going to fly into Rome, and so we're going to spend a day in Rome when we go in, and then we fly out of Barcelona, Spain, and so we're going to spend a night. We'll have 2 days in Barcelona because we get in real early in the morning from the cruise, and so we'll have a couple of days to sightsee in Barcelona. So that's what I like to do. There are people who really enjoy their days on the ship and laying around the pool and playing the bingo and doing the things that they do, but like I said, I've done it quite a bit, and that's just not what I want to do. I want to see places. So I'm not going to tell you, other than where we're flying into and out of, where we're going. I'll tell you next time. All right, so we've got his little, kind of needs to glue just a touch right there. I may put something on the back of that. They don't give you much extra room on these little die cuts to glue them together. All right, so I wanted, it doesn't raise it much, but it helps a little to actually put a piece behind this little pocket on his little overalls. Like I said, it doesn't help much, but I just liked the fact that it wasn't just totally flat. Kind of scooted that. There it goes. All right, and this is the little part that would come down. I'll show you what it looks like between his nose, and I just didn't really, it's cute, but I decided not to use it. I am going to do a little, some little eyebrows. Just some little eyebrows. And I did like a little thing like so, just to give it a little movement in there. But I don't, I did do some little toes down there. And I think that's probably all he needs of that. Okay, now we've got to put his buttons on his little overalls. Like so. Okay, and then he needs, what did I do? I am always raking things off. What did I do with this little, oh, there it is. My sleeves end up raking things off all the time. And if it ever hits the floor, it's just gone. Terry Rice has the disappearing T-square ruler, and if anything hits the floor in mine, it's just gone. Okay, there is his little pocket. I did that one solid, and I tried this one with more like the stitching. I think I kind of like the stitching better. But anyway, that's what I came up with for my swap. Don't have a clue what that piece is. Decided not to use that piece. I think it would be cute, but I just decided not to use it. So sorry if you ordered this die and you were waiting for someone to put it together that made it look really like it was, but I just couldn't figure out that other ear without cutting two of those, and I just decided he didn't need ears that long, and so this is how I did it. You know me, I go rogue. I make it my own. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you think I'm crazy, just go ahead and give me a thumbs up and said, yep, she's crazy. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe. I will link all the others that do this swap down in the description box. I hope you have a blessed day and be a blessing to someone else. Thanks for dropping by.